Nicole Smith from Blood and Iron Martial Arts, and today we're going to show you how to build your own Pell. Now, ever since we started our online program and we've been telling people that they should work with a Pell or build their own Pell, we've had a lot of requests as to, okay, so how do we actually go about doing this? Well, one of the things we've said is a lot of these materials you can probably find lying around your home. Full disclosure, we did not have a 6x6 piece of wood just lying around. We actually did have to go out and get one, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use something this large. A couple of 2x4s strapped together, or if you've got a reasonably sized fence post, you can use that as well. The rest of the stuff though, oh yeah, one more, the concrete. We did have to buy that. But, you know, a tire for the base, a piece of rebar, or, you know, we found a piece of old pipe that actually stake through for the bottom to actually make it hold a little better. Yeah, no, most of this stuff just lying around. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is find a lining for the bottom part of our Pell, because if I just pour concrete in this, it's just going to flow out the bottom, and well, that's not going to be very productive. So I found these old pieces of, looks like puzzle mat, literally out in the backyard. So I'm going to trim them a little bit so that they'll fit into the bottom, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now that we have a floor to our Pell, we need to figure out how far our post is actually going to sit inside. Now, hopefully you have a better measuring device at home than I have, but seeing as this is a found materials video, well, we'll just go with what I got. Now, figure out how deep it actually is inside of your tire. I'm just using the eyeball and fingertip method. Once you've got this measured, you've got an idea of how far your Pell is going to sit. You're going to want to make two holes, one going this way and then one going this way. And what that's going to do is reinforce the Pell inside the tire so that it's not going to wobble back and forth. That's why I was saying you can use rebar, metal post, whatever you've got. But got that distance measured? On to the next step. So the next step is we need to drill through this piece of wood so that we can fit in our 8 spokes. But safety first. All right, we've got hole number 1. Let's drill hole number 2. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to suggest if hole number 1 is here, move over a little bit before you drill hole number 2. Okay, now that we have our holes drilled, we need to cut our rebar, or our pole, or whatever we're going to use to stabilize our Pell. Now, I took my tire, we measured 24 inches to be the length of our spoke here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of that, so about 12 inches. Trusty, rusty hacksaw. Forgive me, this is going to take a while. Okay, now that we have the holes drilled, the next step is mix our cement. And thankfully, I have a Steve to do that for me. You should get your own Steve. Unfortunately, this one's taken. So, now that Steve has our cement mixed, the next step is to stake down the Pell. Okay, now that my trusty, dusty Steve has helped me stake down the Pell, the next step is pour in the concrete. So there you have it, one finished Pell. A little help from our friends and a couple of days' work, you've got a perfectly functional piece of equipment that'll help you in your training. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching our video, and if you have, please like and subscribe.